Welcome to Jet Plus World. The Nepal has elected a new Prime Minister, Mr. Balensa, and yesterday on 27th March 2026, he has taken the oath of the office. This is for the first time that the Nepal has given a clear mandate to a particular party, and he is the youngest Prime Minister at the age of 35. He is the youngest Prime Minister of the country. Mr. Balensa is well qualified. He is MTech and architectural engineer by profession. He is also rapper, and his songs are very popular across the Nepal, especially among the youth. His songs, nationalist, he writes national songs which inspire the youth, and his songs were used by when the Nepal was witnessing the demonstrations by the Gen Z who were demonstrating against the government and misgovernance. Balensa's songs were played during the demonstration. See, Nepal had monarchy even after independence from British. Nepal continued with the monarchical style of governance, monarchy. Mr. Biren Bir Vikram Shah was the king. Then he and entire his family was killed by his nephew, and then Mr. Gyanendra Vikram Shah became the king. And in 2008, after a long struggle and public demonstration, public opposition to the monarchical system, ultimately Gyanendra Vikram Shah had to abdicate the throne and make way for the democratic setup in the country. New elections were held, number of parties for the elections, but you see, these old leaders, they always fought for their chair, they fought for the power, and never gave any stable government to Nepal. Divided, fractured mandate was the feature of Nepali Congress, Nepali elections. No one party was able to muster the required majority, and there were, volatile condition of coalition governments coming and going. These almost 18 years of political instability in between, Nepal witnessed the civil war, rise of Naxalism, and political struggle between different factions of Nepali society. It is after a long struggle and long political instability that Nepal has ultimately elected a stable government. See, what happens in the what happens in India? The mainstream media is controlled by government. In the same way, Nepal mainstream media was controlled by government, and people had more trust on social media, and social media was exposing government's weaknesses and various kinds of misgovernance. Nepali government under Om Prakash Oli, the outgoing prime minister, they were so fed up with the social media exposure that they decided to ban social media in Nepal. They banned social media in Nepal, and this triggered a large scale demonstration by youth. It was actually started by youth. That name was given Gen Z, Generation Next. But gradually this demonstration was joined by various segments of Nepali society, rampant corruption, misgovernance, unemployment, price rise, and many other things. Large number of people came out in the streets and started demonstrating against the government, and gradually as the crowd was swelling, gradually it turned violent. And number of the state buildings, government buildings were set on fire, including the parliament, and many ministers' houses were also set on fire by the demonstrators. Police had to open fire on demonstrators. Ultimately, O.P. Sharma Oli's government decided to crush the movement by force, and police were given the free hand. Police opened fire on the public, and in which more than, it is said, 77 people were killed, including a few policemen. Ultimately, situation became so tense and so violent that Prime Minister had to flee the country. You see what happened? Prime Minister had to flee the country. Ultimately, on the recommendation of the demonstrators, retired Chief Justice of Nepal Supreme Court, very respected Susila Karki was appointed the interim Prime Minister. And she was quite well qualified to the position, and she did her duties quite well. She handled the situation the way she had to, and within 5-6 months she held the elections, and now she resigned and handed over the governance to the newly elected Prime Minister, Mr. Balen Shah. Her work is the way she work, and way she calm down, work to calm down the situation and to satisfy the people around in the country. It is all being appreciated by every segment of Nepalese society. Now Mr. Balen Shah has become the Prime Minister of Nepal at very young age of 35. He is well qualified, and as a mayor of Kathmandu, he has done a lot of commendable work appreciated by a large number of people. He was readily accepted by the new generation of Nepal as their leader, because they were all fed up with the old faces who were old politicians who kept fighting for the position, fighting for the power, and got involved in rampant corruption, accumulating wealth and living in the winds. You see, general Nepalese were going outside of Nepal to find work and survive anyhow. These Nepalese leaders, whether in power or out of power, they lived in palaces, houses, and led a luxury life. This was all being watched by the people, and they were fed up with these politicians and their corrupt practices. And that is why the Nepalese people completely rejected the old leadership. Badly rejected. All the top old leaders were either defeated or they were hardly able to secure a few seats. And the people of Nepal gave clear-cut mandate to the new face, young and energetic, well qualified with the modern vision and new vision for the development and of the Nepal and for the well-being of the Nepalese people. Mr. Balen Shah has become the Prime Minister of Nepal. He is engineer as well as a rapper, a singer, dancer. Though he never made any tall promises to people, and it is said that he never asked to people to vote for him. He never demanded vote. People voted him. Naturally, he did not make any tall promise to the people, but people has expectations. People are people. If they are choosing someone, expectations are bound to happen. It's very natural for the people to have some faith in him and some hope from him. So, Mr. Balen Shah has a big challenge to satisfy, to fight on various fronts like corruption, like unemployment, like infrastructure development and prevention of the people migrating to other countries. He has become Prime Minister in a period when the Middle East witnessing a war between Iran and America and Israel, and the energy crisis is being faced by almost all countries of the region. So this is also a big challenge. He is starting on the day one. He has to face this big challenge, and his office is actually he has to face many challenges, because Nepal has gone a very extremely worst phase throughout these 18 years after 2008. Before 2008, the situation was worse, and it was much worse after the 2008. These politicians destroyed Nepal. Now people have hope that something will happen good, and Mr. Balen Shah will be able to solve their problems. Let's wait and watch. Meeting you in the next video on some other topic. Please subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching. Thank you.